Brittany, what do you know about HIV and AIDS?
All I know is that it's like a disease that attacks your white blood cells, but that's all I know.
Oh, okay.
Do you think HIV/AIDS is most prominent? Africa. How do you think HIV/AIDS is spread in most cases?
Sex? What's the difference between HIV and AIDS?
I don't know. I think HIV is one of those, what's that thing called when, I don't know what it is. But AIDS is like the worst kind, I think. And it can kill you, and people in Africa have it. Okay. Did you know 1 out of every 4 people has AIDS or HIV and they don't even know it? Like him.
AIDS.
Hello, okay, today we're going to be discussing HIV and AIDS. And HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus, and AIDS is Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome.
Between HIV and AIDS.
HIV is like the first stage of it, and AIDS develops from that.
There are many carriers and methods of transmission, which basically is the ways that HIV is spread. In most teenagers and adults, it's spread by sexual interaction. However, men are more at risk to catch this disease if they're having sexual interactions with another male. In most children, AIDS is acquired from their mom, whenever they're in the mother's womb, or on the birth canal. They can catch the disease from her and be born with it, and that's called vertical transmission. And even some of the traces of the disease have been found in breast milk as well. But back to the children ones, not all of them get it. You can the doctors can sometimes give you medication to take during your pregnancy to keep the baby clean. And then blood contamination is another way. And it's through needles or even piercings and tattoos. If it's not clean, you can catch it that way too. I messed up on contamination.
It all started out with a headache, which led to diarrhea, which led to loss of weight and stomach pains. But I thought this was all because of the cafeteria food. Little did I know, I started to feel more confused. The diarrhea continued. I was more tired, and I wasn't as hungry as I usually was. Because of this, I lost more weight. Following that, I started having personality change, and sometimes I found myself more confused than I usually was. My friends noticed the personality change first, but I thought that was just because I was sick often. Then I got a few symptoms in my mouth, and that's when I knew I had to see a doctor. The doctor told me I had HIV. I was glad I found it as early as I did. I knew some people had it worse. 12 to 13 years after first infected with HIV, one gets AIDS. But I knew that if I took the HIV treatment, that it could delay the process of AIDS. The HIV virus uses the good white blood cells to replicate the disease. After a while, it leaves the body most susceptible to any illnesses because there aren't many white blood cells. When the AIDS develops, the affected people's immune system becomes so weak that it can't fight off any illnesses. Usually people don't die of AIDS itself. They die of other acquired diseases that they weren't protected for, like the common cold or something that one's body would be able to fight off, but they can't.
How can you prevent yourself from getting HIV or AIDS?
I can use safe sex materials. I can remain abstinent, throw away all used needles, and when I'm getting a tattoo or body piercing, make sure that I go to professionals that sterilize their equipment. Or make sure I see them open a new package of needles. And if I am pregnant, I should go to a doctor to get tested. Most of all, if I am sexually active, I should get tested. How can you help with HIV or AIDS?
I can help by staying abstinent or getting tested.
How can you help with HIV or AIDS?
I can donate to profitable organizations